Okay, so another draft this week. Maybe another if this one goes poorly. Um, yeah, lightning strikes here. Pretty uneventful. Nothing red getting past. Um, excuse me. The black cards aren't great, so I'm not going to be too excited if they wheel. The blue cards wheeling would be nice if either the commons wheel. Um, and white, I'm expecting nothing to come back just because that's how it is on Moto. And same with the green card, similar to the blue. Lightning strikes just head and shoulders above all that other stuff. This is actually a pick that I'm always like, ooh, is that two? So I think this is a print run. I've seen it come up multiple times. What's missing? A rare, so that means nothing. I don't actually know which of these is even better, by the way. Probably this one actually. So I think it's between these two. I think I just want to take the removal spell. Spider's also real nice, but I think Ulcerate's just a little bit better. And again, I can always go into the deck that I drafted Tum, which is green, black, splash, red. Oh, look. Green, black, splash, red. I'm taking that card. It's obviously insane. I can't really imagine. Like, there's an uncommon missing over it. So, I mean, it's just getting passed around. Um, it's a decent amount of red coming my way. It's a good sign. Best card in the pack is Typhoid Rats, actually. Shaman's okay. Uh, the question is, do I want to take the Rats or the Shaman here? Blue cards also aren't bad. Just like I feel like those are like really interchangeable, and there's not a lot of blue cards that really stand out. Rough pick. Uncommon, rare, and common missing over these. It doesn't really mean anything. I'm gonna take the Rats. And that's a pretty reasonably late Frost Links. I'm okay with passing it along and not being blue, but that might just be a mistake. The question is whether I want the Spirit or the Servant. I think the answer is the Servant. I think the 2 drop is better than the acceptably. Like, this guy's good for a 4 drop, but once you hit 4 in this format, it feels kind of interchangeable. It's also a restock, which is pretty reasonable, but I think I'm just going to take the Servant. Yeah, Rot is okay. Titanic is probably the best card in the pack. I probably should move into green. I'm willing to do that at this point, I think. Feel like I've seen enough. Even if I miss a Mind Rot, oh well. Crows is better than all the other cards. Blue is super open. Frenzy Goblin, I think, is better than Servant. Yeah, both black cards wheel, none of the green cards wheel. I should not be in green. A blue card wheeled, which is kind of interesting. I think Slyblade's better than Black Cat. I don't really want to be playing Black Cat in a black-red deck. I like how this guy's also just like perfectly acceptable as is. If I pick up an Evolving Wilds, it makes it real nice. Like a pretty average black-red aggro deck right now. Oh, that's lucky. Yeah, that's better than Eternal Thirst by quite a bit. Okay. I think we found the right colors. It's possible I should be blue, but again, I'm not super excited by it. So, black actually has some exciting cards. Definite scoreboard on this guy. If we're going to be the beatdown deck, this card is the best 5 drop we could have. I guess Rot Feaster might actually be better. And we have multiple removal spells, so we don't need to Blast Fire just yet. Though we did pass a Flesh to Blood. Um, Actually, I haven't cast this creature. I think I'm more inclined to take that card and just board it in when I need to. That's a gift. Yeah, I like where this is going. Um, just trying to think like different scenarios. Like if I take the Marauders over this card, what happens to my draft? I probably take less black cards and end up blue red, which is also a very good color combo. Even if you don't have the super insane synergies. Though to be fair, I'm referencing off an 8-4 I won last night with blue red. That may have involved double Cone of Flames, so I don't think that really counts. I think Enforcer's better than Goblin and Typhoid Rats. Might wheel a hot soup, but don't really care about that just yet. The 2-drop, I'm okay with skimping on the 2-drop just right now. Just take the Enforcer. Another Fester Gloom. It's not bad. Um, don't want to take the Merc Lurker and be the weird infinite splash deck. Pretty sure the only thing in here for me is the Scrapyard. Guide My Right's getting the hookup for being in the right color. Which of these do I want? This is actually a lot closer than it looks, because I think just having a Flesh to Dust style effect is very important. But I do need 2-drops, and I think my deck's less functional without 2-drops than it is without a Flesh to Dust. This is probably the best 2-drop, too. Or second, behind Marauder, the Nut creature. There is an argument for passing the pack with both that and the Hammerhand in it, though. I think Tar's better than Lava Axe. I'm not sure by how much, but willing to see. Yeah, this pack is not. Oh, this pack's actually fine for us, even though it means that the person. I guess there's no. Yeah, the green draft is probably 2 seats to our right or 1. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to take this as our second splash land. Comes into play untapped even. How lucky. Yeah, sure. 2-drop over. I like this card a lot, actually. I think the 2-drop is more important, but this card's significantly better than people give it credit for. And this is the best archetype for it, especially like you have evasion guys like this. So it makes it very simply. Trying to think if there's like an equivalent card. Just like adds a counter to your guys every turn. It really. I think there was an Urza Saga. It's like 2 and a green at the beginning of your upkeep, Titania Strength or something. I actually want to look this up. I won't be able to. It's too much work. Never mind. Sorry for my old card asides. Uh, there we go. Forgot the collection scene on Moto is just a giant train wreck this week. You can actually see Crippling Blight in the main of this deck. Yeah. Oh, cool. We could splash this card if we really wanted. If there's like some insane green card. But the ability to run this card Chieftain is nice. I could use another artifact for the Scrapyard. Or an artifact, I guess, would be the better way to put that discussion. Cool. Let me get a pack soon. I think this person was at 19 before. Man, that's actually like a real nice rare for this deck. We're probably getting pretty cut on our left thanks to passing the Paragon and the Borderland Marauder, that pack, but whatever. Um, Pretty sure I would play both Evolving Wilds for the Chieftain and the Waste. Yeah, whatever. We're not going to get the hookup. We passed multiple river marshals, which is kind of worth knowing. Yeah, I'll play that card. This card sucks for us to pass because it's hard to beat. So I like those two spells. I'm not 100% on the tar or the sign. I think that's better than the hot soup or the fester gloom. Yeah, this is better, I think. There's that sideboard or main deck mind rot to be determined. Oh yeah, get in my deck. Generic sideboard fatty for the matchups where I want to board out X1s like they have a multiple Forge Devil deck or something. Which I got someone with, again, in the same deck I was talking about. Get out of my deck. Get out. So we have 13 reasonable creatures. These are probably going to cover swamps. Oh, come on. I had this all sorted real nice, Moto. All I want is to not have that happen again. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13-ish reasonable creatures. This guy's not great. Could use a couple more removal, but so can everybody. Pretty sure that's the pick. This guy's just like big dumb 7-drop. My deck is not the big dumb 7-drop deck. Kind of sucks that we have to pass a Seeker here, but that's fine. Hopefully we'll be able to Torch Fiend. I like this combo too. Whew. Easy pick. We're passing a Jest. I need to play around that against any blue opponent. We've passed multiple Crowd's Favors. This card's just like insanely better than Heat Ray too. That can get out of my deck now. This could probably be debatable as a sideboard option now. Should probably work on picking up anything with power and toughness, and maybe another Hammer Hand. Though Crippling Blight's actually pretty reasonable in this deck. Yeah, I guess I kind of want that hot soup, but whew, wowee. Okay, we are in the right colors in the right seat. Okay, I like where this deck's going. We don't really have a way to kill a 5/5, but hopefully my plan is to have flying creatures and stuff by the time they have a 5/5. I would not mind Bronze Sable here. Why not? Well then, this Sign Blood got really good. Dude, this is a tough pick. I think I want the Sable, but Forge Devil's also nice. I feel like I just need more creatures, power and toughness. Forge Devil's definitely a better card, but this might be more of what I want. Well, my deck is real bad against Forge Devil, so that's actually a reasonable concern, is to just get in my deck so I don't have to play against you. Inferno Fist is quite good with Frenzy Goblin. The old too much removal problem. I've heard of worse places to be. Think you're off the team Hammerhand. Too many good removal spells. Yeah, I need to hit 15 creatures here, and I have 14. I guess this could be a Miner's Bane deck. And by the way, the reason I have Hammer, yeah, that's sweet. Get in my deck. The reason I have Sign and Blood in my deck over Hammer Hand is because with all this removal, I could legitimately get into a lot of attrition scenarios, I think. I got some pretty mediocre beats over here. This could definitely be a Miner's Bane deck. I don't think I need the second Bane, but I could probably use a Wall of Fire against somebody. I don't really care about Coral Barrier, even though it bricks my guys. I guess I have double Generator Servant, so I probably do want to play this Miner's Bane. I don't know if I want the second, though. I can always use a Wall of Fire. Not always, but I think this deck specifically could use a Wall of Fire. So I can play a control deck. Who sorted these cards? Rummaging Goblin or 2-1. I like the 2-1. I don't think I can afford to play a crappy creature in this deck. I like the Favor, I think. I think the combat trick could pay off in certain matchups. So yeah, I want the Hammer Hand. It's just a better card. Get in my deck. Also acceptable. Probably a sideboard card. Let's see what I can get sorted over here. Okay, so let's get Inferno Fist. We have the old pair of Canyon Minotaurs at that drop. That's my sideboard. So I have to cut 2, and they're both creatures. Probably the Torch Fiend. Probably a Goblin. How do we like that? Yeah, my guys are kind of like this bulk. Yeah, Goblin doesn't really mesh with what I'm trying to do, I think. Especially if I have all these Evolving Wilds. Maybe I just cut both Goblins. I like that card a lot, though. You know what? Actually, that is better. No. Torch Fiend. Creatures with power and toughness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. This card's real good here. Let's see what we got on the board. I don't think this is really a caustic tar deck. I'm not nearly defensive enough. I'm trying to kill their guys and beat them to death. It could be his All-Shade deck. He could be better than Scrapyard Mongrel. That's definitely up for debate. Not a Mind Rot deck. Not a Hammerhand deck. Could definitely be his All-Shade deck, though. Could really use a Covenant of Blood in this deck over that Inferno Fist. It's just that last cut on the Mongrel versus the Shade here that I'm debating. God, this is a real good Bloodseeker. And we have so much burn. Jeez. I'm going to stick with the 3-3 for now, I think, because I might need to get a little defensive at times. So I need a forest. I'll cut that. Gives me 10 red sources, 8 black sources. Let's go 9 and 9 on that. So I have 4 green sources, but I need the forest for the chieftain to pump it, so that's fine. I have black, 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 9, and black, red, red. So that looks good. Okay, this deck's not obscenely good, but it does a lot of good things. So I just don't really want to play against things like the Siege Dragon I passed.